to invest and save. So that still means that every month, right, we can still save.
In today's video, we're going to talk about how to manage your money and what I would suggest you doing if you're a young individual from the UK, and just basically give you an outline on what I think is a good strategy for you to start saving and investing your money. So let's get into it. For a long time, I wasn't clued up when it comes to investing and saving, and I really didn't have a clue what I was doing. I was living paycheck to paycheck, and it was only when I started watching similar people on YouTube talking about finances and how they deal with their finances that I started to get my shit together. So definitely watch this video to the end. Make sure you smash the subscribe button, smash the like button. Let's see if we can get 200 likes on this video. Now, for this video purpose, I'm going to assume you've got one stream of income. So obviously, before we get into it, I would obviously suggest you looking at ways to increase that income by adding more streams of income. I've got a video here that shows you my 8 streams of income as a 25-year-old living in London. So go check that out if you're looking for some inspiration. And I've also got a lot of videos on the channel about side hustles and ways for you to make money online. Let's get into it with just one stream of income and how I would suggest you dividing it up into savings and investments. There's obviously many ways that you can split this up, but we're just going to talk on a very basic basis that you're going to have, let's say, £1,000 from one stream of income. Let's imagine that you're working a 9-to-5 job. Okay, so let's just say 9-to-5 job, and that job is paying you £1,000 per month. This is very basic, but just for the ease of this video, let's imagine that your 9-to-5 job is paying you £1,000 per month. So what I would personally say is split this into 3 categories. Every time that you get paid, whatever day it is, split this into 3 categories, okay? The first category is gonna be 70%. The next category is gonna be 15%. And the next category is gonna be 15%, okay? So you may have heard in the past that you have a 70-30 split, but the reason I'm going to say 70, 15, 15 is for this reason, okay? 70% of this is going to be going into savings, okay? Now, before we get into these other ones, if you can try and keep this to 70% in your savings, you're going to be winning, okay? 9 times out of 10 people that are watching this can afford to save 70% of their income, you know, with just pulling back from certain expenses. Don't be going and buying the Gucci tags, the Supreme jumpers, you know. Save your money and invest your money, okay? So 70% is going to go into your savings, 15% is going to be investing, and I wish I'd done this earlier, right? 15% is going to be investing, and then your other 15% is going to be in your wants, okay? And just by doing this little formula, it allows you to see where your money is going, okay? So of course, if you've got rent that's coming out, then, you know, you could potentially take this out of your savings and just deduct this figure from the 70% savings, okay? So if you've got rent, you've got a mortgage, you know, you've got certain payments that have to come out, let's say car insurance, I would personally, oh my God, I can't get to it. There we go. I would personally deduct it from this savings. You're just going to gradually get your savings down a little bit, but I would focus on this investing figure. Make sure you've got 15% for investing, and you know, your wants, you're going to want to do certain things as you're a young adult that's, you know, got people to please, you know, you got family to please. Let's just put family. You got family to please. You got relationships to please. You know, people are still gonna need to spend money. I would just recommend you trying to be frugal while doing so, right? So 70, 15, 15, or if you physically can't do this, right? You can't get that down to those sort of formulas. Then try and have this £1,000 figure split up into 70%. And 30%, okay? So let's just say 70% is going to be savings and 30% is going to be needs / wants. Totally get that this is sort of easier said than done, but we're just going to use a calculator to work out these figures, okay? So same again, if you're making £1,000 per month, I'm just going to add that into there, and we're literally going to minus 70%. It means you've got £300 per month for you to spend on your needs and wants, okay? Let's just say wants, really. So everyone's situation is going to be different. So take this information with a pinch of salt. Like, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just showing you how I would do things now, looking back at mistakes I've potentially made in the past and what I would like to have told myself 5 years ago, okay? So deducting that 70%, so your £1,000 minus 30%, that means that you've got £700 to invest on a monthly basis. And I totally understand it that is going to be hard, but it's sort of making those financial decisions early on that is going to allow you to have a pot of savings that is ultimately going to give you freedom when it comes to your time and money. And ultimately, like, that's what we're all on this channel to do, is to make more money and to make better decisions when it comes to running online businesses, personal finance, and, you know, entrepreneurship in general. So £700 is a lot of money. So if you could save that for a house, for example, an investment property, or into, you know, stock market, then you never know how far that £700 is going to go. And have you ever actually tried to live below your means? Now, I totally get that might be hard for you to do. And obviously, if you have fixed outgoings that need to come out every month, mortgage, you know, rent, everything like that, then take that out first and then do this 70-15-15 after that money that has to come out regardless. Do that before, okay? So if you, say for example, have to take out £600 for rent or your mortgage, then use this 70-15-15 after to make sure that you're investing and saving money after those fixed outgoings have come out. Open up a separate account and make sure that as soon as you get paid, you do that straight away so you forget about that money. And like I said, live below your means. This is the time to be doing it. Invest.
Okay guys, so I wanted to jump into here quickly just to show you a little breakdown and hopefully sort of just explain a little bit further on how you can actually track this and what is measured can be improved. Okay, so that's also the reason I wanted to create this video with a low income of £1,000 a month, just to show you that, you know, even if you're making a really, you know, like a low income, you can still invest and save money. So I've just put this into a spreadsheet, and this is something I would obviously suggest you doing. Look how simple this is, you know, just a very, very simple spreadsheet, just so you can see in front of your eyes where your money is coming from and where it is going. Okay, so what I've done is I've just put the 9 to 5 income in here at £1,000, and you can obviously punch this in. So your money is probably going to be different. No one ever really makes like exactly £1,000 per month. You know, whatever digit is hitting your bank account on a monthly basis, go and put this into here. So we're just going to expand that a little bit further just so you can see, okay, and how I've put these formulas in here and how you can put these formulas in here so you can work all this stuff out, right? So let's just make up a random digit. Let's say £1,234 per month, okay? Now I've got underneath my fixed expenses. So go ahead and punch all of your fixed expenses in. I try and keep my fixed expenses down, so it's only really rent and car insurance. Everything else is something that I can get rid of, to be honest with you. I'm trying to think of anything else. Everything else is going through my business, you know, like subscriptions and whatnot. But they're all business expenses. So if you're looking at this as personal finance, you know, maybe you have other expenses that you could cut out. So look at that of ways of cutting them out. I wouldn't suggest cutting out as many expenses as you can in terms of subscriptions and stuff like that, because you can always make more money. You can only save so much, which is an important factor to this video. Like, you can only save so much money or stop spending as much money, but you can always make more money. There's always more money to be made. There's only so much that you can not spend, if that makes sense. Like, you couldn't go all month not spending any money, but you could go a month making 4 times the amount you did last month, right? So just bear that in mind, but also bear in mind that you should be keeping your outgoings as low as you possibly can, okay? So even when it comes to food, for example, right? I'm not factoring food, but some people would have food up at like £300 a month, which is straight away gonna factor this in. Whereas you could probably meal prep all your meals and get this down to like 50, 60 pound a month, depending on, you know, your situation. And like I said throughout this video, everyone's situation is going to be different. That's why I really can't give cookie cutter advice, because you need to work out your own finances. Everyone that's watching this video is going to be in a different stage of their life, their family journey, their relationship journey, you know, the people that depend on them. Luckily at this moment in time, I don't have a lot of people that depend on me, especially financially. So, you know, I can keep my expenses very, very low and be very frugal. So yeah, let's just keep it as it is. And let's just put this down as £50, just an example, right? So I've put underneath that you've got income and then in brackets after expenses. So if I just click into here, all I've done is a very simple formula. All I've done is a very simple formula of this top digit minus everything in the ones below. And because I've just added this food comment, let's just add a dash and then add the £50. And now this is going to be my figure that is what I'm left with after all of this has been deducted. Okay, so even when you pay your car insurance, your rent and your food, you're still going to have this money here to invest and save. So that still means that every month, right, we can still save £380 a month, and we can invest £81.60 per month. And honestly, just start investing as little as you can. Like, you can invest £5 a month if that's all you've got to invest. But I just suggest, you know, trying to get in with investing and saving as much as you can. Live below your means, as I've said throughout this video. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below.
Thank you so much for watching today's video. It means a great deal to me. Hope the video helped out. Like I said at the start, make sure you like the video, smash the subscribe button to never miss a video from me, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
It's unknown T, I go galley on me, up block galley on me, panic and dash, the boy running.